Flag is up. Moving in line. And they're off. And breaking quickly, Cash Crop broke very quickly when the flag was dropped, and they head towards the turn in this 1.25 mile race. And heading around the turn as the rain starts to fall here for the 50th anniversary of the races. And they continue their run into the turn and moving midway around that turn, the field of 5. And they're coming into view now as they come towards the top of the stretch, and Artie's Flight has now taken over the lead. Cash Crop back in second. Then on the outside, Last Stand, Northern Hawk, and Bob and Silver. Through the stretch for the first time. 1 lap to go now. 1 lap remaining. Artie's Flight maintains the advantage. He's got a very snug hold, Richard Boucher, on Artie's Flight as he leads the way around the turn. Cash Crop is now still in second. On the outside is Bob and Silver with the substitute Silks third. Then you have Last Stand. Continuing the run up the backstretch. Chasing Artie's Flight. Has that advantage. Artie's Flight has it. And Cash Crop on the outside, bobbing for silver. Then Last Stand, Northern Hawk, as they continue the run with a half mile remaining. And still Artie's Flight maintains the advantage, but here they come now. They're starting to move in tandem on the outside. Cash Crop has moved up. Artie's Flight has dropped back. Bopping for silver. Last Stand coming through as well as they come now towards the top of the stretch. And they reach the top of the stretch. Cash Crop maintains the lead. Coming up in the center of the course now comes Bobbin Silver with Last Stand down to the line. Cash Crop easily wins it. Bobbin for silver was second as they crossed the finish line in this the W.C. Jackson.
Yeah, to be quite honest with you, the rain doesn't bother me. Being from Ireland, I grew up riding in the rain, so it didn't affect the track here, or it certainly didn't affect me.
Flag is up and they're off. And that was Mustang Alley that broke very sharply and heads towards the first of 9 fences. To his outside is Devil's Wrangler. Now, they commit to the stretch for the first time. Up over the first of 9. They've all cleared that one, and Mustang Alley in front. Devil's Wrangler next in second. Crossing under the finish line for the first time. Candyman is third. Right away fourth. Connor fifth. 2 of the 9 fences complete. Mustang Alley shows the way. Oh, and there goes a move on the outside. There goes Devil's Wrangler, who suddenly takes over that lead. And he sprints clear by about 3 lengths. Devil's Wrangler in a bold move now and takes the lead with Mark Watts as they head to the third of 9 fences. And in second position, Mustang Alley still there. A break of 2 lengths. You have Candyman right away in Connor. And that quintet continues their run down the backstretch. parallel to Audubon Road and up over the 4th of 9. Everyone has cleared that fence. And heading into the turn at this point in time. And they move around that far turn. And Devil's Wrangler is still there. He's being tracked, though, by Mustang Alley. Then Candyman, a close third at this point. After that comes Ride Away and Conger. Heading to the top of the stretch for the second time. Coming now to the next set of fences, the 5th fence coming up. Up over that one, Devil's Wrangler, still there. Mustang Alley, and Candyman is next. They have 1 lap to go here, and Devil's Wrangler leads the way. Mustang Alley, Candyman, followed by Ride Away, and trailing is Conger. Heading around the turn once more, and bounding along with that lead under Mark Watts is Devil's Wrangler, who took over the lead early on. Mustang Alley biding his time with Darren Nagel, is sitting in a very good position there second. And right behind them is Candyman with Ross Garrity, also within contention. All right, 7th fence coming up now, folks. Up over the 7th they go. 2 fences after this, and they have not caught Devil's Wrangler yet. Pressing for more, though, is Mustang Alley. And Candyman. Coming up now from the back is Conger, starting to move into contention, and Ride Away. Half mile to the finish line in the James W. Maloney purse. And chasing still Devil's Wrangler, who still has that advantage. Here comes Ride Away, though. Now Ride Away is making a serious charge on the outside. Candyman is next. Devil's Wrangler in contention on the outside. Here's Ride Away. Mustang Alley has dropped far back out of it. Up over the last fence now. And slipping through on the inside. Candyman was a fall at that fence. And on the inside, now taking over the lead is Candyman. Devil's Wrangler second. And checking in there is Ride Away to be third. But it is Candyman the winner. Then Devil's Wrangler and Ride Away. And Bernard Dalton is up and okay after that fall.
You know, from the start of the year, one of my goals was to win this race on him. I thought he'd be perfect for it, and everything worked out. You know, so I had 4 races I want to win this season. This is the first one.
Flag is up.
Flag up.
I can't remember the details. They just push you along. Off.
And they're off. And that was Joel Zane that broke very quickly for the early lead. Now, Joel Zane heads into the stretch for the first time, approaching the first of 9 fences. Portamento back in second. Then it is Tactical Image third as they come through the stretch for the first time. The gray on the outside is Imperial Rule. Then we've got Open Throttle, Elusive Evening, and also right there, Dr. Keo. So, those 7 head around the turn now. And Zolzane, short lead. Zolzane now being overtaken by the gray Imperial Rule on the outside. Imperial Rule is now bounded up and taken over the lead. Zolzane's back in second. Portamento third. Then on the outside, you have Open Throttle. After that, you've got Dr. Keo, Elusive Evening. Tactical Image as they make their way onto the backstretch for the third of 9 fences over the third and approaching the fourth up over that one. They've cleared that hurdle, and it's now still Imperial Rule. Imperial Rule shows the way after completing 4 of the 9 fences. Zol Zane is second. After that, Elusive Evening has moved up to third. Portamento fourth. As they continue their run around the turn, Dr. Keogh's next. Tactical Image, straightening away into the stretch for the second time. Chasing Imperial Rule up over that fence. Zol Zane second. Elusive Evening in a good spot third. Portamento fourth. Then on the inside, Tactical Image, who's followed by Dr. Keogh, and back at last is Open Throttle. So, those 7 continue to run around the turn once more and head towards the backstretch. 3 jumps remaining. Still Imperial Rule. With Kieran Norris aboard, has the lead. Opens it up to 2. Zol Zane next. Elusive Evening is third at this point in time. Portamento fourth. Then on the outside, you've got Tactical Image, Dr. Keogh, heading down the backstretch for the last time now. 2 fences remaining midway down the backstretch. The battle on the front end, Imperial Rule and Zol Zane. Elusive Evening also there, half mile from the finish line, 1 fence remaining in the Bostwick purse. And around the turn they go. It is still Imperial Rule. Imperial Rule on the inside, on the outside, Elusive Evening looming up midway around the turn. And Imperial Rule, Elusive Evening, back in third is Zol Zane. Then comes Portamento, straightening away into the home stretch they come. On the inside, Imperial Rule trying to fight off the challenge, but he cannot as Elusive Evening takes the lead. And Imperial Rule is back in second, and Zol Zane coming on again. There's Elusive Evening. Under the wire, wins it by 3. Zol Zane was second and a photo for third. And this, the Bostwick purse here at the steeplechase course on our 50th anniversary day.
Had a good trip round. First time out of a hurdle, so just kept him wide, gave him a bit of space. And in fairness to him, he dug in deep from the last bend. The grey horse was giving him a tough time, so he gave him deep. And for a horse, for first time over hurdles, he jumped fierce well. So very happy with him.
The field looks like it's headed towards starter. Jeff Teeter and his assistant Bennett Tucker. And indeed they are, and the flag is up and they're off in the feature. Budweiser Imperial Cup. And the field of 4 in a driving rain come to the top of the stretch for the first time. And into the stretch, Dreamin' Fool comes to the first of 9. Up over that one, Dreamin' Fool, orchestra leader, then So Outspoken and O.D. Etamo. Under the finish line now for the first time. Second of 9 fences. Galloping along with the lead under Kieran Norris's Dreamin' Fool. He has that advantage over orchestra leader. And right behind them, in good position, O.D. Etamo and the early trailer, So Outspoken. So, there goes the quartet, heading to the backstretch. For the first time, 2 of the 9 fences complete. Dreamin' Fool still shows the way as they head towards the third fence. Orchestra leader next in second, followed by So Outspoken and O.D. Etamo. Midway down the backstretch to the fourth fence they go now. And 4 of the 9 fences complete. Rain has subsided a bit, and around the turn they go. And entering the turn, still chasing Dreamin' Fool. He has that advantage. And remaining in second is Orchestra Leader, So Outspoken and Odia Tomo. Those 4 continue their run around the turn, approaching the head of the stretch now for the second time. 5th of 9 fences coming up. Dreamin' Fool galloping along with the lead in hand. Orchestra Leader, good position second, running well. Odietimo was moved to third. So Outspoken is back and forth. So, under the finish line for the second time, and Dreamin' Fool, who's been there every step of the way, and he's being intently tracked by Orchestra Leader Odietimo in good position third. And So Outspoken, fourth and last, but only maybe 4 or 5 lengths from the leader, and the leader is still Dreamin' Fool, and heading around the turn. 3 fences remaining. Dreamin' Fool still there. And on the inside, pushing a little bit more now is Orchestra Leader with Sean McDermott. Length back to Odietimo with Danielle Hodgson, and So Outspoken with Darren Nagel. So, those 4 down the backstretch for the last time in our featured event, the Budweiser Imperial Cup. And over the next to last fence, half mile to the finish line now. And continuing their run around the turn. Dreamin' Fool is still there. Orchestra Leader's pressing harder. Odietimo is advancing also and making a concerted effort, and So Outspoken. Here they come now, around the far turn, and approaching the top of the stretch with less than a quarter of a mile to the finish. And driving hard on the outside, Orchestra Leader. Orchestra Leader up to engage Dreamin' Fool. Odietimo is next. Over the last fence they come. 100 yards out. Driving hard, Dreamin' Fool coming back. Orchestra Leader, here's the finish. Chain effort. Dreamin' Fool came on again to retake the lead and win it. Orchestra Leader second, Odietimo third.
The course is very good. They've done a great job. It's a real good cover of grass. And track's in fine condition, and it's riding really well. I think that rain has helped the track even a bit more. It's kind of helped loosen it up a bit. So now the track has been, it's very good condition.
The field of 5 is moving towards starter Jeff Teeter, along with his assistant Bennett Tucker. Nine jumps in the 4D Conger purse. Flag is up. They're up. Breaking quickly, Barbara's Smile from the outside. And there goes Barbara's Smile up for the early lead. And Todd We Trust down on the inside. And Happy Digger, between horses Complete Dino, Mr. Lickety. Over the first of 9 fences, heading under the finish line for the first time. Snug hold on Barbara's Smile leading the way. Happy Digger next in second. Then you've got in Todd We Trust third on the inside. Mr. Lickety on the outside. After that, Complete Dino. On to the backstretch. And the leader, Barbara Smile, Mark Watts showing the way. Happy Digger tracking him. Then you've got Complete Dino. Or rather, you have in Todd We Trust, Mr. Lickety, then Complete Dino. So, 3 of the 9 up to the 4th fence. Up over the 4th. They've completed that one. Into the turn. And moving around the turn. Still Barbara Smile galloping along with the advantage by about a length. Happy Digger remaining in second. And a break of about 5 lengths. Back to Mr. Lickety and Todd We Trust and Complete Dino. Straightening away into the stretch for the second time in the 4D Conger purse. Up over the 5th fence. Barbara Smile, Happy Digger, under the finish line. 6th fence coming up. Mr. Lickety 3rd, Complete Dino 4th, and Todd We Trust has dropped back to be 5th and last at this point. So they continue the run around the turn, and Barbara Smile bounding out there with that lead has led every step of the way. Happy Digger remaining in second. Mr. Lickety in good position 3rd. Complete Dino 4th, and dropping out far back now is in Todd We Trust. Continuing their run down the backstretch for the final time. Up over that 7th fence. Barbara Smile is still there. Mr. Lickety is charging hard. Up over the 8th fence. Happy Digger back in 3rd. Complete Dino is making up ground as they head around the far turn for the final time now. Barbara Smile. Barbara Smile, and Barbara Smile is now overtaken. And Mr. Lickety has come up. Barbara Smile has dropped back. And Complete Dino is making a very serious move. Happy Digger has dropped back into the stretch for the final time. Up over the 9th and final fence they come. And driving hard towards the finish line is Mr. Lickety. Complete Dino 2nd. And finishing 3rd will be the early pace setter Barbara Smile, then Happy Digger.
It's great to start the season with a winner. Hopefully we can keep going now.
Flag is up. Ready for a start. Field of 4. And they're up. So, the field of 4 now in the Charles S. Byrd III race. First come to the first of 9 jumps. And up over that one. Taking the first of 9 jumps is Cogmachine in the substitute silks. Then from between horses you have Ribbit. And on the outside, Take Points and Run and Hooping. Around the turn they go. Cogmachine maintains the advantage. And Take Points and Run, Hooping and Ribbit. So those 4 head towards the next fence. That would be the 3rd of 9 fences. Cogmachine leads the way. On the inside, Take Points and Run. Then you have Hooping and Ribbit. To the 4th fence they go that way. Up over the 4th. And the quartet moves around the turn. And it's still Cogmachine with the advantage. Bounding along in front. Moving quite well and enjoying a 2-length lead. Hooping next in second. Then on the outside, Take Points and Run, and Ribbit is 4th, but just perhaps 4 lengths off the leader. The leader into the stretch for the second time is Cogmachine. over the 5th fence. Cognachine short lead. Hooping next in second on the inside, and you've got 2 points and run. And Rivet just biding his time with Bernard Dalton. So, those 4 head towards the turn. Now 3 of them are across the course. But Cognachine is still there, hooping, saving ground on the inside. Then take points and run and Rivet. So they move to the backstretch for the final time and approach the 7th of 9 fences. Cognachine is still there. Kieran Norris guiding him down the backstretch. Hooping is making a little run on the inside. Up over the 8th fence they go. And they have all cleared the 8th. Coming now around the turn and half mile to the finish line. Cognachine is still there. Take points and run though is moving up now. Cognachine is being challenged by take points and run as they move around the turn for the last time. But now Cognachine on the inside, battle on the outside, take points and run, and here comes Rivet. He's worked his way from 4th and last now. He circles the field and look at him go. Rivet driving hard on the outside. Rivet up to engage for the lead. Hooping is dropped back. In the center of the track, Rivet's coming on, driving hard, take points and run. Take points and run has come back again. Take points and run has come back to win it by about 3/4 of a length. Rivet was second, and Cognachine, the early pace setter, finished 3rd, and this the Charles S. Brid, the 3rd race. The finale for the 50th running of the Aiken Spring Steeplechase races.
He's still a little bit green, but he's a nice horse, and Dave had him ready for today, so I'm delighted for Dave. He's a great guy, and he's very, very nice of him to give me a ride here the first day of the year, so thanks to Dave.